Introduction to Object Modeling. Object Modeling, Module 1. Now let's take the words object and modeling and let's look at each of those separately. An object. It's a noun. It's a goal. The end toward which effort or action is directed. A goal, a purpose. Synonyms for object. Design, direction, intent, end, objective, plan, purpose, target, where one is heading. Modeling is a verb. Construct, structure. To form or plan according to a model. To give shape or form. Synonyms: form, frame, evolve, put together, set up. So as we look at those words and connect object modeling, direction that we want to put together, an objective that we want to put together, set up, a target that's going to evolve or a purpose that will evolve, or plan that's going to form. Okay, so the next slide, we're going to take a look at what is object modeling and see if it directs us to those words that we're putting together, these synonyms: intent, end, objective, put together, set up, form. What is object modeling? Object modeling visualizes the elements in a software application in terms of objects using an object-oriented framework. Now let's take a look at this object modeling activities and products diagram. And notice that we have in the center the analysis, and then the analysis arrows down to different types of models, and then the models break down into a diagram or another system design. Now we will be creating a diagram, a use case diagram in our lesson, and I will show you how that we're going to build upon that. But I wanted you just to get a big overview of what object modeling looks like. History. Object modeling was developed in 1991 by James Runbaugh. He is an American scientist. Now, there were others that came along after James Runbaugh and helped create a better object modeling system, and we have 4 that are listed here on the screen. Object modeling was created as a method to develop object-oriented systems and to support object-oriented programming. The purpose of object modeling. The purposes of modeling, according to Runbaugh in 1991, are testing physical entities before building them, a simulation, communication with customers, visualization, alternative presentation of information, and reduction of complexity. Object-oriented analysis versus design. Analysis. Object-oriented analysis, OOA, is the procedure of identifying software engineering requirements and developing software specifications in terms of a software system's object model, which comprises of interacting objects. Object-oriented analysis is the requirement phase of object-oriented software development. Design. Object-oriented design is the concept that forces programmers to plan out their code in order to have a better flowing program. Object-oriented design deals with object-oriented blueprint of your system. This includes class diagrams, classes you will be creating, relationships between these classes, methods in the classes, properties, etc. 4 phases of object modeling. We have system analysis, where we build a real-world model. System design. The overall architecture of the system is established at that moment. Object design, that decides upon data structures and algorithms. And last, implementation. Translate design into programming language. Let's talk about each phase. The first phase, system analysis. The developer interacts with the user of the system to find out the user requirements and analyzes the system to understand the functioning. The second phase, system design. The system is organized into subsystems. These subsystems are then divided into processes and tasks. Third phase, object design. The developer decides upon data structures and algorithms. Fourth phase, implementation. The developer translates design into programming language. Buzzwords. In the next set of slides, I'm going to highlight the buzzwords that you're going to hear throughout this module on object modeling. So please familiarize yourself with the words, as you will see these words in other lessons. Object. An object is defined as an abstraction of a person, place, thing, or concept within the problem domain that the information system must be aware of. An object provides for the storage of multiple data values in a single unit. Each value is assigned a name which may be used to reference it. Each element in an object is referred to as a property. Object properties can be seen as an unordered list of name value pairs contained within the container object. Class. A class is a definition or description of how the object is supposed to be created, what it contains, and how it works. An abstract class will never have any objects that are instantiated from the class. A concrete class always refers to simply as a class, either has or could have the ability to instantiate one or more objects. Instant. An instant is a composite data type or object created based on the rules set forth in the class definition. Persistent and state. Persistent simply refers to the permanent long-term storage data. State is when every object at any given point of time would have to have a set of attributes. Behavior. A behavior is how an object acts and reacts in terms of state changes and interactions with other objects.